Hello and welcome to a CAD System free online course. For this session, we're going to take a look on the Animator, basically allowing us to do some animations within the Navisworks manage. So to activate the Animator, so you can go to the Home tab here and go to the Tools ribbon and activate the Animator tools. So from here, we can specify the type of object that we want to move, and we can specify the timeline, and we can specify where the object will be moved to be rotates and so on and so forth. So to start, I will activate the selection tree. So with this, I have already created sets for me to select the entire semi-truck from here. So to add that into our animator, so first thing is that you need to have a scene. So I'm going to click add scene from here. I can give the scene any name, but for this case, I just leave it as this. And I would like to add the semi-truck inside of the scene number one. So I can just make sure to click at the semi-truck and right click on the scene one, and then I can select add animation set from current selections. So now I have added this semi-truck here. So I'm just gonna name this one as a truck. And to do the animation, so we can see that we have some timeline from here that we can set what time that this truck will be moved, how long or the duration for the movement or animation for this. So to add that, we need to have keyframes to be captured here to indicate that that will be the moving timeline. So I will start with the 0. So I will capture at the initial position for this truck here. So that will be the starting point for that truck. Moving forward, I would like to slightly move somewhere around 3 seconds. You can specify from here, or you can also select and edit from the time from here. So 0.03. And up until these points, I would like to have the truck to be moved to different position. So with this, I can use the moving set animation. So either I using the translate to basically move. From what to rotate, we have the rotate animations. And if you want to scale, so you can use the scale animations. If you want to change the color for these animations, if you want to make the animation become transparency, so you can just set up from here. For this case, I'm going to use the translate to move. So let's say I move up until to that points, and up until this points, the truck will be at 3 seconds. So I need to save these points so I can select the capture keyframe. So if I want to test it, I can go back and I can select play. Now you should be able to see it's moving on the 3 seconds. So if I would like to move forwards on this area, so I need to do some rotations. So with this, I can set to rotates, but slightly, but rotating from the initial point does not actually make sense. So I would like to adjust the points with this to be rotating this truck here. With this, we can use the arrow button from here. I can move it somewhere around here. And if I move, so it will move something like that instead of moving from the center. But before doing that, I also need to specify the duration for that. So I will set this to be on, let's say, 5 seconds next. So that will be moving under 2 seconds. And I can select and move the cursor from here and do some quick animation from here. And once I'm done that, I can hit capture keyframe. So when I moving around from here, say I start from here, and when I hit play, then you see it will stop and it will do some turning from that. So maybe the turning is slightly slower, so I can edit the key point from here, so make it slightly shorter in time. So when I hit play, So when I hit play, so it was slightly faster than before. Right, I can again continue to moving forwards and change back to translate to basically allow this to move, and I will move up to this point here and capture the keyframe. So when I hit play, so this will animate the movement based on the key point that I have selected from. So that is the first things. So next thing is that you can add a different model from here. So maybe this crane here. Again, if I take a look at the crane, so actually I have many tools inside. So what I would like to do is that I would like to add the entire crane here. So I already create a set from here. So with this, again, I need to select the crane, select the scene one, and I can add an animation from current selections. And I now have the crane here. So for the crane here, I would like to do some rotation animations. So I can start to add the translate animations or rotation. For this case will be rotations. And I would like to specify the rotation at the top. And sometimes you also need to change your view so that it can select the location easily. So for this case, I'm going to go to the viewpoint and specify orthographic instead. And for this crane here, I will start to capture the keyframe from the start and moving forward to this point here, and I can add the rotation animations. Again, the rotation is not correct, so I can move it so that it will be at the center of the platform. So roughly around here, and I can say do these animations, and I can basically capture it. So when I hit play, and if I start from the start here, so it will create an animation. So the reason why I have some issue with these animations is because when I start capturing from the start here, so the rotation is actually around here. So that is the reason why the rotation is not very nice. So with that, I need to specify again the rotations. And moving back to these initial positions, and I need to make sure to recapture the initial keyframe from here. So that will be updated. And once I hit play, now you should be able to play correctly. So that is some of the things that you can do. So if you need to make the object change to different colors, so you have a change color animation set, for examples. If you need to make the item become transparency, you can just select from here. But another thing that you can add from here is that from the scene here, if I would like to have my scene to be loop, so I can add a loop animation from here. So once the animation has been finished, it will restart back from the beginning. And instead of starting from beginning, let's say if I would like to reverse, I can click at the ping pong button over here. So once it reached up to the end, it will reverse back, and you will see it will restart back from the beginning. So other things that you can add from here as well is that you can add camera angles animations. So until to this point, I'm going to set back to perspective because it looks much nicer. So let's say I would like to do rotation animations. So I'm going to start back from beginning. So I'm going to turn off this ping pong button here. From the beginning, so I will be somewhere around here, and I would like to add a camera. So I can go and right click on the scenes, add camera, and I can add blank camera from here. Selecting the camera, and to start from this point, I need to capture the keyframe. And moving forward to the next part here, you can see there are some animation over here. And I want to capture from different angles. So I can just start to move my angle. And I can capture these angles. And I'm moving forward again. Say I would like to capture from this angle as well. And capture again. And up to the end point here, I would like this to be the new camera angle. And capture it. So if I were to hit play again, now you should be able to see the camera is actually following our animation settings. And once everything has been done, I can actually convert this into a video player. So with that, you can export it using from the animation button at the top here. And we have the export animations. And you can select the current animation scenes. And once you click OK, it will basically export this as a animations. So that is the animations methods inside of Navisworks Manage.